We are live.
Hello, everyone. I am super glad to have everyone in. I don't know, I can't see the numbers, but I know that we had a number of people hopping on. I'm really excited. This is kind of the first of a series of talks that we'll be doing where we try to bring you guys a lot of content and of people that can bring you actionable items and actionable things you can do in the book writing process and in the book writing processes and things you can do after you launch your book. So today I have Jay on. So Jay is an international speaker, has been sharing his message for the last 15 years in over 30 countries. In 2009, he leveraged to organically grow his channel to 57 million views online. And today he runs a PR agency in Miami called Ace of Spades. It helps you amplify your message. Amplify your message in the media by putting you on TV, getting you in the press, and getting you the blue tick mark on your Instagram profile. So remember, attention is the new currency. How are you getting it today? Jay, I'm super happy to have you on, man. I know that you've been talking back and forth a lot, so truly an honor.
Well, thanks so much, the whole crew, Jarvis, Darby, Zachariah. I'm very excited to give and share and just, give you some winning moves. Today's not about me, right? Today is about, look, hey, where are you at? How do we get you to your goal? And how are some of the strategies that I've used in my life for you to possibly try and use? Today I want to make sure that I want to sort of be like Zachariah, have you ever been to like a Michelin star menu and there's like 16 things on the menu, right? Some things I'm going to say you may not resonate with, but one thing I do ask from you to get wins here is don't fold your arms, whether it's like this or in your mind. Be open to the possibility that you may have to try something new to get moves to your book.
Right.
10 years ago isn't you just write a good book and then the publisher sees it. Hey, listen, here's the $1 million deal. I'm going to promote it up. It doesn't work like that now. Mm-hmm. Attention is the number one thing that we need. It isn't the best product. It isn't the best speaker. It isn't the best website. It isn't the best book.
Right.
It's the best one who gets the most attention.
Right.
Don't you hate it when you pick up a book, you see a book at a bookshelf, it's like #1 bestseller, and you're like, okay, cool, they got my attention. #1 bestseller. I do it all the time. I used to live in LA with this Borders and Barnes and Noble, right? So I'll pick it up and I'll read it. I'll buy it and I'll read it. I'm like, that was terrible. I was right? How are these guys winning and these guys aren't? So today, it doesn't matter whether you're an author, whether you're an actor, whether you're a speaker, whether you're trying to build a company, the same methods apply, right? And I really want to give you about 5 moves that you can do to promote your book, whether it's a now thing or whether it's a later thing. But eventually, you're going to finish your book and you're going to be sitting there very excited. You hit a goal. That dopamine's going to go, wow, I created it, accomplished. Then what's next?
Right.
Then you want to tell some people.
Mm-hmm.
But by your comments below, I'd love to know, like, who already has their plan, right? Your book alone won't sell. You need to have a strategy. So today, I just want to give you a couple of strategies that has worked well for me, that's worked well for other my clients, and has worked well all over the world. And it doesn't matter today whether you don't need to be Australian. That's my accent. That's where I'm from. You don't need to have a nice jawline. You don't need to have a pocket square. You don't need to be someone special. You can be 15 or 55 living in Minneapolis or living in Morocco. If you implement these strategies, it will work for you. Why? Because I've done it for people around the world. So I just wanted to share that and be open with everybody and say, listen, you're here with 2 great guys who want to help you win. That's why I do these. I really have a great opportunity now for me to work with people that I like. Mm-hmm. And obviously, Darby, I met you, but Zachariah, we're part of this leadership program. We just connected like bros. And I said, I like where your vision's going. I like who you are. I like you care. Yeah. That's what we're here to do. So that's me in a nutshell, right? So I'm here. I want to make sure that I give you moves. Please ask questions. Darby, I'm sure you can get the questions, right? Can I ask questions? Or
Yeah. Everybody that's here live with us, please say hey in the comments right now.
Right. You know what I love to know, Darby? I love to know what is the one problem or one thing that if you could leave today, that you would feel like this was valuable to you? What is the one thing you need help with today? Just the one thing. Out of all the things you come in, like, I came here because of this, what is the one reason? Put in the chat box below. Because if I can know that, then I can address it. What is the one thing that you need help with today? So you leave going, listen, Jay, this Australian, Indian, Ricky Martin, Latino man, he gave me some moves. I don't know what this is, which hairstyle he uses, which teeth whitening place he goes to, you know.
Yeah, well, I know for me, and I know of a lot of people in this, Jay, are in the process of either writing their book, they're close to completion, or they're starting that journey, or they just published, like in my case. So I know for me personally, if I want to walk away with one thing today, it's going to be, you know, Zachariah and I are a week off of the launch. We hit the bestseller status, but how do we, you know, momentum doesn't stay there forever, right? How do you harness that momentum that was had, and how do you kind of leverage one level of success onto the next level of success when it comes to books and continuing that promotion? We see Greg Adams in here, how to promote the book, which is going to be the topic, kind of what we're touching on today. But, you know, there's a lot of layers to this. So I'm really excited to kind of hear what you get into and continue to have the engagement. We got Shane in the comments saying, hey, what's up, guys? Hey guys, drop it in the comments if you have any questions. What do you want to walk away with here today?
What is the thing you're struggling with? You know, like promotion's a big word, right? But like, is it more like, Jay, like, where do I start? Jay, do I do it this way? Like, what is the one thing, or what is some question that you have already? You can put it in the chat box.
Yeah.
And I'd love to address that. Okay.
Yep.
You see that comment, Jay? How do I get a big boost of sales on day one so I can feel good about it? This is the part that makes me most nervous. I put it out there in crickets, right?
Right.
So, wonderful question, Shane. Thanks for sending that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Shane. Listen, man, you're not alone. Once again, it doesn't matter whether you're a book, when you're bringing out a book, or you're a singer, or you're trying to run an agency. You know, it's that feeling of like, I finished it, you put it out there. Not even one like, not even your mum likes it. What happened, mum? You know, is she awake? What's going on? Okay, so let's wrap up some questions. Let me just run down with you on the importance of getting attention. And once again, I want to really be open enough for you guys to feel my energy right now, that I'm not telling you this because I'm trying to be better. I'm sharing this with you because this is the reality of today. Listen, I think it's the most stupidest thing that's not the best talented that makes it. 16 years ago, I wanted to do two things. I wanted to stand on stage and I wanted to tell the world who I am, what I do, and how I do it. I started my career as a magician. That's right, I'm a magician, right? So I would take objects like this, make it go from here, make it disappear, you know, do some cool things, take the pen, you know, it's like my job was to engage, excite, entertain, and I spent every single day working on my skill, working on my craft, just like you, working on your book, working on the words from your heart and your head to the paper. And I put all this work out there. And then one day I'm at this event and I was going for this audition it was a big event. And they were like, okay, great, bring your best stuff. And I looked at the people in the room like, I'm going to smoke this. I'm going to win, because I knew I was the best. But the next guy had more attention. He was on TV. He was in the media. He had people speaking about him. He had the best magician category award. He got chosen over me. That really got to me. And I really understood that it wasn't about being the most talented. It was about being who had the most attention. Right? So the first thing I want you to understand, I'm just going to assume you guys are all amazing writers and you all are a New York Times bestseller. Okay? So first thing we need to do is we need to think, okay, Jay, how do I get attention? What's the easiest way without spending any money, without hiring a PR agency, without having to go pitch myself crazy to get on TV, without having to go make a Kim K special video, right? Whatever I got to do to get attention. People go crazy. Imagine making a video like that and not getting any likes from that. You went, oh my gosh, I'm naked and no one even likes it.
Kim K special. All right.
Yeah, you can hashtag that Kim K special. So look, the first thing I want everybody to do is let's take it away a little bit from your book right now. Let's shift a little bit to your personal brand, right? It's your book. Like you are the writer, right? Even if you're working with Jarvis to help you, it's you. So the first way we can really get attention right now, and Darby and Zachariah, like you're bringing up this book, it's like, if I come on your Instagram right now, how much are you talking about your product? How much are you reading a chapter? Are you telling people every day? The first step you can do to get some attention is be creating video content, because one, it's free, and two, you can keep doing it, and it gets you to be a better, effective communicator. And as an author, one of the great transitions after this is to be a speaker. And being a speaker is one of the highest paid professions. It's also a great way to build authority. And if you can effectively communicate like I'm doing with you now, I've done this for 15 years, it really can give you a lot of confidence. So the ability to make videos, the ability to get on your phone, and now once again, you don't need to be Zachariah or Darby or me. So I don't want to hear, well, I'm not Jay, I'm not a TV host, that's not me. The one thing we have to break our limiting beliefs is, what is you? The old, like, I'll write a book and it works, doesn't. So let's start by doing a video every day. Video, get on your stories, get on your Instagram. Hey, I just wanted to let everybody know that I've got a book coming out next week. Who's excited? Comment below. How hard was that? Right? So one of the strategies, the first strategy is I would start to leverage your personal brand, because if people like you, they will buy from you. Kim Kardashian, we talked about before, is one of the biggest, highest paid people to post on her Instagram. I think about $1 million a post, right?
Wow.
Is she the most talented? No. Is she the most best looking? She's good looking, but she's not the best, I'm sure. Is she the best model? No. She has influence. People know that when she says something, people do it. And she gets that because people like her. The way she's done that is she's got attention. So even if it's just through your own community, if people can get to know you and that they can feel from you, you can connect with them, then they like you. Then they're like, hey guys, I'm bringing out this book. People are like, I like him. I want to be a part of it. How many times have you bought something from a friend or bought something from someone and you didn't even really know what it was? Comment below yes. And you did it because, okay, you sort of know, but you don't really like go through the finer contract details. You just went, I like the guy. I connect with him. I like what he's about. So the first element to promote your book today is I want to be seeing videos. I want to be you telling everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I want everybody to be okay. They're going to be scared. I get it. You're scared of putting yourself out there, right? Let's just bring that up right now. Let's bring up that emotion right now from everybody, Let's bring up that emotion from everybody right now. You're going to be scared. It's okay, right? But the moment that you put yourself out there and press the video and go, okay, you'd be surprised at the pour of love that people are going to come and see you. Oh my gosh, Barry. Oh my gosh, Shane. Oh my gosh, Zach. Thank you so much. I didn't even know that you're a writer. How can I get the book?
Right. Yeah, that's amazing. And it's something we still are pushing and is on top of our mind too, is how can we outsource or get other people to take care of all of the day-to-day so we can focus on doing right, posting, making sure we're posting content daily, posting videos daily. If we're caught in the minutia of every other day stuff, Darby and I both own businesses outside of what we do here. So
but remember, Zachariah, too, and thank you for bringing this up. You have to make this video part of your daily activities.
Right.
People make time to work out. You make time to brush your teeth. You make time to eat. Make this part of your day to day. This is free advertisement. This is free promotion. So and because it's so easy, it takes a button, bam, and it goes to the world. It's an amazing, usable strategy to continually get people to know you. When they know you, they trust you. When they trust you, they like you. They like you, they do business with you.
Wow. That's great.
Yeah.
Something that's coming to mind there, Jay, is how uncommon it is still for the majority of people out there to do something like this. So just by taking that, owning that fear and overcoming it and going live and in doing that video, you might be inspiring people without even knowing it and giving them confidence to go push themselves, or they just don't want to support you because you're just doing it, right? I think that's
Darby. People will admire you for doing something that they've told themselves they can't do. Oh my gosh, he can get up on stage. Number one fear in the world is public speaking. I just get credit alone because I can do this. It's like you will just get free. It's like free wins just because you're doing something that someone said to themselves they can't do. So if you can learn how to be okay of doing a couple of videos, and this is what we do, when I coach people, part of my agency, we go through this process with them, right? There are you got to break through some fears, but the moment that you do it and the moment you put it out there and just go, it's okay, I guarantee it will all be positive. People will be like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
So the first step would be to start leveraging the power of social media and videos, because videos you can connect with them. A photo is very static. A picture of your book is static. Why don't you read a chapter from your book? Why don't you read a famous a part that you're really excited about? Why don't you do this? We work with an author, and I asked her to, why don't you get your audience to write this passage with you? Oh my gosh, now they feel like they're part of a book. When she brought out a book, do you think she made more sales? Yeah, because people wrote the book with her. Now, they didn't write the whole chapter. They said, listen, I'm going to leave a chapter for my fans. This chapter is about this. What are some of the things that from what you know of me that I should put in? And now she's getting ideas. People are typing in ideas with her, and then she wrote it. Man, that was amazing. People bought the book just for that chapter. Everything else was filler. But these are like little strategies.
That's good. And especially with the Jarvis Underground community, I mean, we have, I'm solely thinking about this for us, but we have, so many people engaged and active,
right?
Engaged in this book that we created, which is published with Jarvis. So,
right.
Super.
Second thing you want to do, and feel free, once again, ask questions, don't be afraid to ask questions. I don't care if they're the most stupidest questions.
Mm-hmm.
We work with CEOs of companies that are shaking when I ask them to do a video. When the sweat is coming from their fingertips. These guys run multi-million. One guy runs $1 billion company. I asked him to make a video. It took him 3 weeks because I wasn't there with him. I wasn't able to get there because of what's going on. But it's okay. I'm telling you, it's okay. You're not alone. So don't feel afraid to ask the questions you want to ask. Second thing you want to do is you want to find people who have a large following that you can befriend or get to know, because when the time is right to bring out the book, you want to go to people who have that circle of influence. Okay? Now, to give you understanding of this doesn't mean go out and try and just befriend people because they know a lot of people. But remember, make a list of the top 5 people that you know within your area that you could probably get to know a little bit. Find out what they need help with. Find out what value can you give them and build a relationship, because when the time is right and you bring out the book and they tell their friends, you have all their audience.
Mm-hmm. So is that inside of the once the book is done, right? So similar like this, we became friends. Obviously we're doing this. We're talking about promotion, something like that, or even inside of the book.
I wouldn't wait till the book's coming out then start doing it. If now that we have an idea of, we know the when the book is coming out, part of your process, other than writing the book, should be, okay, what are my strategy today to promote the book? Okay. What is the strategy today to promote the book?
So part of inside of the launch process, they should be reaching out to.
Yeah. So go and find people in your circle of influence that you know that have got your back, that you know that, hey, when this comes out, they're happy to do something for you. Email, put an email out, make a story on their Instagram,
Right.
tell the world. You know, one of the strategies that we did for someone else just a while ago is she got to know someone like at a restaurant owner, and he just had so many people come in. She went there and wrote the book, had lunch, got to know the owner, so she's spending money at his restaurant. He keeps seeing her. She said, listen, when I bring the book out, can I do a live reading on a Friday night? What do you think happened then? She had the book there. People were like, oh, this is great. Little area, you know, 50 people came. They were gonna be there anyway. He was like, I like you. That helps me because it makes my venue a point of difference. People are eating, drinking anyway. She gets up, read her book. She sells the book after, everybody wins. He makes money. The guests are happy because they have something different. She's happy. She gets a promoted book and she sells it. So sometimes we can feel like, well, I don't have the money to spend $20,000 a month with a PR agency, or I'm not this. What I'm trying to do right now is make sure that you guys can be open-minded to, oh, it's actually not as hard as I thought, you know?
Right. Claire, thank you for the strategy tips. She also said a bit earlier, you're saying to build our followers by video as well.
Yeah. Well, you know, like this is more of a personal brand strategy, which I do for all my clients. But at the end of the day, the more you can connect with people, the more you can be authentic and real with who you are, you'll attract the right ones and detract the other ones. Those are your power people, because it doesn't matter whether I bring out a book or whether I want to speak on stage or whether I want to like get people to watch a video. If they like me, they're going to do it. They're more likely to do it. Sorry. So building your personal brand is powerful, because I'm sure you're listening to this, maybe you won't just bring out a book. Maybe you might go on a speaking tour. Maybe you want to do something else. That list is your money. That's your power.
Awesome.
Your tribe is your community. Your tribe is everything. Good, Sarah. Action creates reaction.
Good.
I like that.
Third strategy, here's a one that sort of goes hand in hand with number 2. But from now on, I want everybody to create a chance for people to put their name, email, and phone number in to get access to the book when the book comes out. You should be building your email list.
Mm-hmm.
So the way to do this is literally go on any free, go either put in Wix.com, right, to make a website, or just even use Jotform, JOTFORM.com, or even Google Documents, Google Forms, right? You create a free Google form. Every time you go tell someone, hey, I've got this book coming out, or I'm doing this, go sign up and you'll get early bird access, or I'll give it to you 10% off, or hey, would you mind if I added you to my email list and I'll share with you when the book comes out? Right. You're constantly directing people to this page. Now you have the magic. So when you do bring out the book, where are you going to go to first? Straight to that email list. Boom.
Yep. Yeah, we did a lot of that, the pre-ordering, pre-sale, and that even helped our back-end offer of the course. You know, before the book was ever even done, we had people buying our course, saw the book, and were interested in the book. Actually, some challenge grads, people who finished or in the process of finishing writing their book, a lot of people started with pre-ordering the book, saw that they could do it live with us, and then ordered that as well, and the challenge live with us before the book was ever even done. Right. So this is something that you guys can do immediately now. We had the cover design. It was a cover design that we created on Canva too. So that wasn't even our final cover design.
Got a question from Shane. JJ, what do you need that would help your business looking to increase my circle of influence?
Yeah. Great question, Shane. See, Shane's got the good questions. Shane, what does everybody want as a business owner? More clients, right? Any professional people that you know that currently spend money on getting their message out there, they need to work with me. I'm not saying I can't work with people that are just starting, but people that are currently doing some kind of outreach, promotion, anyone that you know that go, that guy down the road, he always spends money on his marketing, he's always trying to get out there, he's the perfect guy for me. Because we go big.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So connect up with me in the DM at JJ Live, JayJayLive. Do you want to put that in, Darby, to the group chat, send me a DM on Instagram.
There we go.
Instagram is the best place.
Yeah. And I'm going to give everybody a chance as well. If you do want some personal handholding with the promotional strategy when the time is right, I'll give you a chance at the end to book in a strategy call with me, where we can really find out, hey, if we're a good fit and if I can help you, here are the services and the pricing of what I can do to help you.
Perfect. All righty. What did we get? We're on 3, right? 3?
We're on 4 now. 4.
Jay with dropping nuggets. I love it.
Come on, man. We got 50 steps to get through. All right.
50. Let's go.
Yeah. So, one of the things that I would be doing as well is being part of a book club, right? I just think that there are so many, or networking groups, this sort of goes back to a little bit of the circle of influence, but now it's not based on someone else. It's based on you. You need to be around other people that you in a group of people that are part of a networking group or a part of a book club or part of something that you can be going to that could help you as well. Now, I'm not saying your local darts club can't cut it, but try and choose something that's a little bit more business centric, right? Or the book club's good because it's very relatable. It's very okay, I've got a book out. People are going to buy a book because they're into books. But look at your where are you hanging out each week? Where are you going each week? That's something that I would recommend anyone do. A lot of moves that we do is especially because we're in LA and Miami. There are these kind of private exclusive, but it's just an expensive club to go to. Nothing really special than any other club. Yeah, the food's better, the wine's better, but what it has access to people. So you're paying to get access to people. A lot of the times I go to these kind of online workshops, not because I'm really trying to get the newest info. Yeah, if I take one thing away. But for example, I went to a leadership conference and look what happened. I met Zachariah. Look what happened. Now I meet you. Now, obviously that leadership conference was very much, yes, I wanted to learn a lot about leadership and improving me. But part of that, because it's a investment, I'm going to meet other winners. Right. So think about, hey, who's where? What groups am I attending each week? Where am I going each week?
What is it? Your network equals your net worth, or net worth equals your net worth. One question I had, Jay, is around paid. Let's say, can you give us some tips on page strategy? I know working with you, obviously they get a lot more, but I mean, there's so many different distractions, especially on Instagram that I've seen personally promoting my book. It's everyone's, oh, we can do a review for you. Oh, pay to get in front of my list of 60,000 people, or in front of, they have 70,000 people, and there's no engagement, or it's fake or bullshit. How do you avoid those? Do you have any tips on that, just as far as Instagram marketing specifically?
What kind of skills do I need access to?
So, well, let's, Zach, as you mentioned, there's so many different things you can try and that you can do. One thing I would do is definitely get in the press if you can, because when you are in the press, it puts you above everybody else. Mm-hmm. I don't know if everybody saw Zach's recent article I put him in, but did anyone else see it? Let me know in the comments below if you saw that. But if you did see that, how did you see Zachariah after that? You probably saw him a little bit more. You sort of leaned in a little bit. Maybe this guy's got something to say, you know? The press is giving you what you're paying for, or when you get written about, it gives you authority. It gives you the feeling of a third party telling you how amazing you are. So yes, is that reviews? Absolutely. But there's something magical about the press that even if you can pay to play, most of the world doesn't know that. And when they see you on a medium like press or television, they go, oh wow, this is really good. And then that you can leverage to use when people are coming and making a decision whether they want to buy your book or not.
Right. Yeah, and that was great. I mean, gave us great traction. And for anything, it's just that authority piece was better. Had more engagement on Instagram, right, and Facebook where I posted it. So
right.
That was wonderful.
The other thing too would be, okay, let's just say that you have 100,000 eyeballs about to hit your page for your book, and it's got a buy now button.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean they're going to buy now, right? That doesn't mean they're going to buy straight away. What's the hook? What makes your book different? You got to remember, people's attention spans are shorter, right? Most of us are no one. Most of us aren't celebrities, right? So you have to woo them a little bit. So think about this, right? Let's change it and let's put us into a different space so you can think of it from this way, because you're in your own game right now. You're the book owner. You're very emotionally passionate about it. Let's say we're all realtors, right? And I'm the property owner, and I've got this $10 million house, no, $50 million house ready, and you guys are all the real estate realtors, and you have to sell it for me, right? Obviously, you're going to make the 3%. How would we go out and do that? Okay, we take good photos. Great. Everyone does that. We take a video. Great. What's the hook, though? What's the unique? How are you getting people interested in it? Because it's getting people coming. There's attention. So where I'm going with this is, with your book, even if we get you a lot of attention, why are people going to open and buy it? Why? What is it? Can we do a video with it? You know, a cool cover is one thing. That's not going to be the set. No one's going to go, wow, I sold 1 million units because of the cover.
Right. Okay.
You know?
So how would you display the unique hook?
Okay, one of the easiest ways to do it without spending a lot of money is using testimonials. One strategy I use is testimonials a lot, because if other people talk amazingly about it, it's like, oh, maybe I should be looking into this. For example, I did this. I used to work on television. We did this prank show. We're in Australia, and we got 10 of our friends to point up at the sun, to point up and smile and laugh. What do you think everybody did? Everybody's pointing at the sun. They're looking at too, and it started to get a big crowd, right? Yeah. That's called social proof. Testimonials give you social proof. Other people saying, hey, I just read, let's say it's called The Jarvis Underground. Oh my gosh, I just read The Jarvis Underground. Awesome book. It made me feel I did this. You have to get it. That's a testimonial. Get 50 of them. Imagine having the book there with the video of you, right? So it's video of you sharing who you are, and then 50 testimonials. I'm going to be more likely to go, wow, all these people are saying good things. How much is it? $30. Book it, buy it. You know? Your social proof is very, very powerful to getting other people to go, wow, who is this guy? I have hammered this for the last 15 years myself. Anytime I can get a testimonial, a logo, me in the press, verified on Instagram, it's all social proof. It's all just like, it's all influence. That works here. Hit him. What's the best single strategy you use for a book launch to promote? Also, what's your Clubhouse as a medium? Okay, Shane. So I'll start with Clubhouse. Did that make sense though? Before we answer Shane's question, does that make sense, everyone?
Yeah, I think kind of hit on like the social proof is very much a strategy. Behind that social proof to launch and promote a book, right? The more people that are talking about it, instinctively other humans are going to say, wow, that must be worth talking about.
Right.
And that's just going to compound over time.
Right. And then now here's the little strategy, right? You're like, yeah, well, Jay, I don't know many people. They haven't even read my book. Stop thinking it, making it hard. Do you know more than 20 people? Give them the book. Ask them, hey, I'm going to give you this book, or hey, would you mind doing me a favor? I need your help. Can you just create a quick video for me? Or go see them at the coffee shop. Look at all the places you go and spend money every day. If you go to the coffee shop or restaurant, you should probably know that, hey, even the waitress, it doesn't matter. Hey, I need you to do something for me. I'm releasing this book. I need your help. See how easy that is? She's not going to say no. Even if she says no, just go to somewhere else. Oh, I'm really nervous. Hey, do me a favor. Just stand right there. Hey, just say how amazing this book was. Did you read it? Great. Get it. Done.
More social proof. I love it.
You want social proof, man.
Right.
You want it. You want people like, oh, Yeah. So, Clubhouse is a medium. Clubhouse is great. Yeah, it's great. If you don't know what Clubhouse is, it's like a app where you basically hang out and listen in on people's conversations. You're like an interactive fly on the wall. You can listen in, you can tune in, you can get up on stage. It's like going to a conference, but instead of you just sitting in the audience, everyone has their own microphone. Now, they may not turn it on for you, but a lot of the times they do. And you have different rooms of different topics and subjects. I'm doing one in about an hour and a half.
Right.
It's a great way to build authority. When you speak, it builds copious amounts of authority. I'm speaking right now, right? Like, does anyone, even if you don't know who I am, does it feel like I probably know what I'm talking about? I could be full of shit. I could be
bullshit.
But right at this moment, you would probably feel that I probably know what I'm talking about. That's the power of at JJ Live, Elizabeth. JAYLIVE. So, okay, Shane was asking, what's the best, strongest strategy? And Shane, I'm going to tell you this. This is going to be a little bit sweat equity, right? Because the final point is hire a professional, hire someone. Like, look, you're working with the team here. You're hiring help, but the one way to do this without spending too much money, just going to take a little bit of work from you, right? Hit the strategies. One, what's the hook of the book? How can you get people to go, that's interesting? And two, leverage social proof, right? Using videos to start talking every day, using the email to get their name and email, right? Get people to read the chapter. You once again, remember, you don't need to give people the whole book. You can go, hey, read this chapter. What do you think? Get that on video. No one needs to know they didn't read the whole book. You're not lying. So for me, it was create content to build your personality, to build your personal brand. Number two, create some kind of way to capture people's information. And number three would be using social proof. So on that page, or when you go out and sell it, it's there. Doesn't that cost $0? Perfect. And the final point for number 5 would be spend some money to use to get help to get it out there. There's only a certain amount you can do with your own time and your own sweat and your own knowledge. If you want to go get ripped like Tyson Beckford, who knows who Tyson Beckford is? That's how old I am. I'm 30, dude. Tyson Beckford is this big, black, ripped, 15 abs, model. But if you want to like shape up for summer, you can either do it yourself or you hire a coach. He's been there before, or a tour guide. He's been there before. He knows what to do. He knows how to do it. Mm-hmm. And he knows the steps for you to do so you don't make those same mistakes.
Right. Like, and we can speak to that. Darby and I can both speak to that of like the burnout of trying to do it all, even with a team of 2. And we have, a team of 2. experiencing not being able to do it all, right? We want to do it all, and we all bring certain skills, and both Darby and I are good at different things. But to be honest, of like, yeah, this is a lot of work. I mean, if you can, hire it out, get the help and support in whatever way you can. And one thing I'd add to you, it's not always like, think outside the box of how you can provide value. You need help from them. How can you provide value? How can they provide value? It's not always monetary, right? It's not always monetary. So,
right. Yeah, yeah. You're right, Zach. Don't ever. Money is the main exchange of service, right? Main exchange of currency, right? But there's other exchanges of currency if maybe it's going to be more than you have to play with right now. Listen, for someone like me, I don't always have the cash to get some certain things. So I'm like, okay, what can I put down? What else do they need? Everyone needs something.
right.
Everyone needs something. One guy I helped, I got him to coach me on some stuff. He was a sales coach. And you know what he needed? Just some accountability. It's funny, from a sales coach, right? Accountability to write a book. So I said, okay, what is it going to take for you to coach me? Because I didn't have the money at the time, right? And he was like, what do you really need? He goes, man, I really want to write this book. I said, great. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call you, put an alarm on, and that helped him. That was fun. Now we had a connection. So that's like one version, but yeah. So I would say, step 5 would be, don't be afraid of spending money to grow you.
Right.
Freebie mindset will only get you a certain way.
That's right. Absolutely. So, okay, I wanted to see, you provide a lot of services to people that are coming through our course. What, how should they get in touch with you? What's the best way for them to, find you, and what kind of services you can provide to help them? We talked about a couple different things, but specifically, does your
Yeah, absolutely. Well, look, if I've said anything that's resonated with you, the one thing before you even have to worry about me, let's maybe just go over those steps again, right? So that you can go, okay, what can I start off with? I should have written them down. What was the first one? I should have written them down.
Darby's great at this.
Darby, come on. I'm not the writer here.
Yeah, so we had one was leveraging your personal brand.
Okay, so creating content.
Creating content, video, social media.
Right.
I wrote down number 2, finding people.
Circle of influence.
Circle of influence. 3, building your list.
Yeah.
Job form, Google Forms. Google Forms is free. Typeforms is a great one.
Yeah.
4, be a part of like a book club or some sort of network that gets you access
to other people. Yeah. And then 5, pay a pro. Yeah.
One thing I just wanted to touch on too is for everyone is I know you can speak to this way too, is really being clear on who your customer is and who you're talking to. When we're talking about paying pros and paying for something, paying for ads, paying promotion. If you're paying an influencer that's completely out of the norm, yes, they may have 1 million, 2 million followers, but if you're paying them and their audience doesn't resonate with you've wasted all of that money. So that's why it's so critically, so crucial in the beginning to be crystal clear on who your avatar is. And in the avatar worksheet, if you went through the course with us, we even talked about what podcasts do they listen to, what influencers do they follow, what gurus are they listening to, what books, what seminars do they go to, what books do they read. When you get crystal clear on that, you really can then look at, okay, who do I need to hire? What influencers do I need to pay to promote it.
Yeah, exactly. And this is where having me in your corner, having the boys in your corner, is to help you and guide you, right? Because there are a million ways to get to the cheese, as I call it, right? But what is the right one for you? Now, I'm the kind of person, I do them all, right? Because I want as much action as possible. But the 5 that I'm giving you right now, or the 4, right, without having to pay for anything, these are stuff that's been tested and used over and over again. And alongside, when I spend money to amplify my message, I still do these all the time. I'm showing up every day doing videos. I'm part of groups. I'm using social proof. I have an email list. I'm not telling you this because this is what I did 15 years ago. You know, not like that guy's like, yeah, I made $6 million in 1992 selling ebooks. Yeah, dude, but what about now, man? Like, you know.
And that's why I was so excited to bring you on. Is you have tactics today that people can use.
Yeah, it's moves today. Look, don't get me wrong. I don't disrespect those people that have a story, that have a message, and there's wisdom. But like, I want to know the guys that are like doing it now and getting results now, right? You know, a year and a half ago, we were in a different place, right? Everyone now, it's a completely different world. Now people are doing. You know, we didn't have this. We weren't doing this. What we're doing now, you know. So back to your question, Zach. You know, how you can work with me. You know, if I've said something that's resonated with you, and if you go, you know what, Jay, I feel it. I'm the kind of person that I would want some strategy, and I'm willing to pay to get it done and have you in my corner and get me on some bigger platforms, because that's what we do with our PR agency. You know, we help you amplify your message in the media. So we hit the 4 big ones: television, podcasting, press, and verification. So television, we do the big ones like Good Morning America. You want to go big? You want to put yourself on the map? Imagine you sitting there with the lights in New York City, Good Morning America, them asking about your book. That's pretty cool, right? Number 2, we do press. Imagine you getting a link sent to you by me, and it's you in Forbes. Wow, Forbes, man. You know? Imagine sitting on a Third Ways podcasting. Imagine getting on someone's podcast who has tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views per episode, that they literally ask you questions and their viewers are so engaged with you. And the host says, hey, go check out his book, and you get all this traction and this traffic. And the 4th way is verification, the tick we see on Facebook and Instagram. That gives you immediate trust, immediate authority, gives you that immediate of, oh, wow, this guy's got the blue tick, right? He must be someone important. He is the real deal.
Right.
I have a question, Jay.
Yeah.
On the Instagram, it comes up consistently in this conversation. It's a massive platform.
Right.
It's one platform out of all of the social medias that we can access. Why Instagram as opposed to Twitter? Like, what, in your opinion, like what makes Instagram that extra level of verification? Why is it so important to have your brand solidified on that platform?
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this, Dalby. If we're at a party, right? Do most people say, what's your Twitter, or someone say, what's your Instagram or Facebook?
Right.
Yeah, that's like the obvious step. But the second step, it's just a great platform because you hit every angle. You've got visuals, you've got sound. You don't lose people when they're on your page. When you're on someone's page, you're on it. You actually literally have to swipe back and get back on the main page, right? Facebook, there's a lot of stuff going around. There's a lot, like, you know, anyone know Facebook? It's just messy. It's just chaotic. Pop-ups here, group message here, you know, notifications in the corner. So Instagram is just a great way. You know, 80% of businesses are using Instagram to promote their services. 80%. So the ability to be able to do so many things with Instagram, you've got video, you've got photo, you've got stories, you've got reels, you can get in front of people using hashtags. You've got the ability to get social proof. People don't even have websites anymore. You could sell on there. it's just a great platform. It just hits every angle that I find that's worked well for me and my clients. So, once again, it's not the only way. All these strategies, as I mentioned, there's so many ways to get to the cheese, but these are free, these are easy to use, and these are things that aren't going anywhere as well. It's not like, well, this is hot now. Like Instagram, I don't think it's disappearing anytime soon.
If they pull off, got like 2 African Americans, provides like a diverse story.
Anyone in the crowd right now have any key takeaways that they got from drop them in the comments? We had a few people, dropping questions throughout this. If you took anything away, just one thing that stuck out that you're going to take, and hopefully go and apply it and share it, or just say thanks, say hey.
I'm going to put in also the ability in the group chat. If you want to book a strategy call with me, here, that's the link there. And once again, it's a strategy call. It's not a free call. They're like, hey, I want to tell you about my vision as my author. No, this is a very clear strategy call going, Jay, this is where I'm at. This is where I want to get to. And I'm open to getting you to help me and pay to do that. So once again, only book it if you want me in your corner, and I can help you get there.
Wonderful. I think, Darby, you got that? It was in the private chat.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Cool. Yeah, any questions too from the audience that they have for Jay?
Yeah, what do you got?
Everyone's good about it jumping in.
Sarah said, thank you so much.
Here's a great return question. What are you going to implement after this? See, that's the thing, right? Don't just feel good. No one wants to go to a seminar on the feel-good seminars. I used to go to those all the time. Friday, you're excited. Saturday, you're on fire. Sunday, oh my gosh, ecstasy. Monday, wow. Tuesday, I'm back to square one. We know what that feels like.
I think I'll jump in here and say video a day. I think I can go on record, and everyone else can hold me here. I don't know, Darby, if you'll be joining in on that. I know video a day, but yeah, especially on Instagram, push it out there more.
Absolutely.
How many people tuning in right now?
We've got a handful of folks right now. It's been going up and down over the last hour, but some great engagement. Thank you guys for being here and dropping the questions. I'm sure we'll have many more people watching the replay on this. Shane said, thanks guys, creating video content that captures your personality was a great tip. I'll be doing that.
Sarah's gonna do a video a day. Awesome.
It's so easy. Good work, Sarah. It's so easy to. And remember, guys, too, you've got Darby, you've got Zach. Like, don't forget what you've got in front of you too. Sometimes we're trying to find, what about the group right here?
Right.
Everyone probably can buy you a book.
Right.
Everyone's going to support you.
Most of the people in here, Jarvis Underground has 1,000, over 1,000 people.
Wow.
Right there. So Jarvis Underground itself, even if you did a video saying, here's my book, open, see who supports you from the group. I know that Darby and I both, so.
Yeah.
And remember too, people reciprocate if you give them something. So if you have something that has worked for you, could be a writing technique, could be maybe you drink peppermint tea at 10 o'clock at night. I don't know, right? But if you give people something, hey, this has worked for me, try this out. If someone feels valuable and that works for them, what do you think they're going to want to do? They're going to want to help you out. So remember that too. It doesn't always have to be, well, I don't have anything to give anyone. You'd be surprised, you'd be surprised. So leverage the group. You got 1,000 members on here. I'm pretty sure one person's going to say something.
There you go. Love it. Jay, it was an honor and a privilege to have you on. Thank you so much. I'm sure this will be the end of our journey. I'll be getting out to Miami soon to come hang out with you, my friend. So
yes, sir.
All righty. Well, thanks everyone for hopping in. I think we can end a little bit early here. And let us know in the comments what you think, what you're implementing, and reach out to Jay if you need any help.
Right. Same thing. Anyone watching the replay, share those in the comments as well. Want to keep bringing these types of videos to you guys. Keep, just providing that value. But, again, you've got an entire community of people that are using AI to help write books. We're all in this. We're all in this together, right? As far as I know, no one else is using AI in this sort of regard. And every day we're learning something new. And so it's something that you find with Jarvis or just the book process, guarantee you that more than one person for sure is going to get some insights from that. So share it and be pleasantly surprised with the reciprocity that creates.
All right.
Thank you guys.